भजन रहस्य से हम लोग समाप्त के बारे में मायामुग्धस्य जीवस्य गुरु अनर्थ चतुर्विध हृदय दुर्गुण माया कबलित जीव अपने मिथ्या भोक्ता अभिमान करते तथा संसार में भ्रमण करते हैं। चार प्रकार के अनर्थ परिलक्षित होते हैं। रूपम असतृष्णा, हृदय दुर्बल तथा अपराध। प्रयोजनहीन वस्तु का संग्रह ही अनर्थ है। जीव का प्रयोजन तो एकमात्र कृष्ण सेवा है। संसार में माया रहता है, यही अनर्थ है। पहले क्या है? स्वरूप। शुद्ध जीव चित अणु और चित स्वरूपतः कृष्ण का मित्र दास है। जिस प्रकार प्राकृत इंद्रियों के द्वारा रूप, रस, शब्द, गंध, स्पर्श आदि ग्रहण करते हैं, उसी प्रकार इंद्रियों आदि के द्वारा अप्राकृत रस आदि को ग्रहण करते हैं। यह भूलकर बद्ध स्वरूप से जीव संसार में भ्रमण करता है और स्वरूप की अप्राप्ति ही जीव का प्रथम अनर्थ है। इसके बारे में हम लोग कुछ चर्चा करें।
Yes, they were discussing about this. What is the svarupa of the Jiva? Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving a message here. What message? Come here close. Sit a little bit far, but from this side, nearby. What is Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying here? When Jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, at that moment, the Jiva has already a svarupa, but because it's very subtle, it's not manifested. The svarupa. How is the Jiva? Very small and subtle. Just like an example is given, the seed of the banyan tree. Seed of the banyan tree. Seed of the banyan tree. Semente de figueira. Have you seen? Figueira da Bengala. Have you seen this kind of seed?
अत्यंत छोटा छोटा
It's very small, so small, this seed, very small.
भाई पीछे हमारे पूजा है पेड़ है
In the back,
पीपल का
we have the people tree.
हाँ। बीज इतने छोटा छोटा होता
The
है
seed is so small,
उसके अंदर में भी
but inside the seed,
सब कुछ रहता है
everything is there, everything.
उसके काटने के बाद तोड़ने आपको दिखाई नहीं पड़ेगा
But if you open the seed, you cannot see also.
एक बीज में तोड़ करके भी
So if you open a seed,
आपको दिखाई नहीं
you
पड़ेगा
also cannot
उसमें
see
पत्ता क्या है
how many leaves are in that
और
plant,
उसमें जड़
the
है
plant
कि
to
नहीं
be.
है
You cannot see the roots, but
उसी बीज
this seed,
अंकुरित होकर के
if it sprouts
फलित होता बड़ा है
and becomes a plant,
और विशाल बरगद पेड़ बाग
then it will be like a gigantic peepal tree
ठीक उसी
or
प्रकार
banyan tree.
जीव में
So in the same way,
आत्मा में ये समस्त इंद्रिया आदि है
the soul has
जैसे हाथ है यहाँ
all these senses like nose,
पैर
legs, hands, legs.
मतलब इस स्वरूप होता है
The svarupa of the Jiva has all of this.
भक्तिनाथ ठाकुर यह भी
Bhaktivinoda
वर्णन कर रहे
Thakur
हैं
is explaining here.
कि स्त्री स्वरूप और पुरुष स्वरूप
Is the Jiva male or female?
जो दास्य सख वात्सल्य रस के होते हैं उसके शरीर कैसे होते हैं
How is the body?
क्या बताया
How is the body of those Dasa Sakya Vatsalya Ras? Is a man body, male body.
माधुर्य रस के जो
And the Jivas who are in Madhurya Rasa, their body is
स्त्री शरीर
female.
बद्ध शरीर तो हमारा स्त्री पुरुष है
Our material body, conditioned body is like, okay, male or female, but in the liberated stage, also the Atma of the Jiva, this soul also has.
कैसे न साधु संग आदि भजन साधु संग में भजन करते करते
So the soul has a form. And how this manifests? By sadhu sangha, slowly, slowly, this svarupa will manifest.
नित्य चिन्मय वस्तु वही नित्य ही है
The transcendent things, they are eternal.
आदि के द्वारा
But through sadhu sangha,
विकास बता
this svarupa will manifest.
जितना ही कर
Just this understand. If I speak too much, your head will be spinning.
भजन करते करते
Doing bhajan slowly, slowly,
एक अनुभव
you'll have realization.
इसलिए यहाँ पर
That's why here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying,
जैसे बद्ध जीव
just like a Baddha Jiva, conditioned soul,
इंद्रिय आदि के द्वारा
with her senses, the senses, no? Legs, hands, urinating place, you know, the genitals and anus, hands, speech, eyes, nose, tongue, skin, ears. We relish form, sound, taste, touch. Like with our eyes, we see, we relish the form. With our ears, we listen the sound. So in the same way, the pure form of the soul also has these pure senses. With these pure senses, the Jiva is able to relish, to feel the form of Lord, the sound of Lord, the taste of Lord, the touch of Lord, and the smell of Lord. Just like Narada Rishi in the story of his life. He told his life history to Vyasadeva. Okay, tell this Narada Rishi Katha. How Narada Rishi obtained his Swarupa. Although he is eternal, he told to Vyasadeva just to teach the people of this world. Narada Rishi said, I took birth as the son of a maidservant.
मेरे गांव के सन्निकट में
Then, near to my village,
संत महात्मा आ गए थे।
some
प्रसाद
saints
महोत्सव के समय
came,
था।
and it was time of Chaturmasya.
मैं अपने माता जी के साथ नित्य प्रत्यह
I was every day with
संत
my mother,
महात्मा निकट जाकर के
going with her to the place of the saints, and used to sit there
कथा श्रवण करते
and listen to
थे।
Harikatha,
और उनके उच्छिष्ट आदि
and also I used to take the remnants of the sadhus.
और छोटे बालक होने के नाम
And because I was a small boy, Panch,
पंचवर्ष
he was 5 years old,
5 साल के बाद थोड़ा बहुत संत महात्मा की सेवा करते।
but I also could serve a little bit the saints.
उनके जैसे पंचपात्र
For example, the Panchapatra, the Achaman cup of the sadhus, I would serve, like wash this Achaman cup. Or when the saints used to take prasada, I used to throw their plates outside, like to throw their plates, also eating their remnants. And also I used to listen to Harikatha from Lotus mouth of sadhu. So the saints became happy. And they gave me a mantra. Which mantra? Om Namo Bhagavate. So chanting this mantra, in the end, I felt so much hankering to see Bhagavan. By chanting the mantra slowly, what will arise in your heart? Utkanta means eagerness to see Lord, to have a Bhagavad Darshan. This is the method of doing the bhajan. Have this utkanta, this eagerness. Another one, abhish, to be absorbed. So utkanta, through absorption and eagerness, utkanta and abhish, we can develop our bhajan. If you don't have this eagerness in your heart, and also not absorption, you cannot develop. That's why in Sanskrit there's a shloka, Subhashit. Subhashit. If you want to study and acquire knowledge, you have to follow these five rules. What? Kakachista means just like a crow. You have to endeavor like a crow. Sometimes the crow, a crow sees something, and to attain that thing, the crow is endeavoring. The Upanishad give example, time of summertime. There was no water anywhere. Then one crow saw in a like in a cup there was a little bit water. Just in the, but then the crow wanted to drink this water from the cup. But the water was so much down in the cup, he could not get it. So the crow started throwing stones inside the cup. And like this, the water came up. So he was able to drink the water. So if someone is really thirsty, somehow the person wants to get water to drink. The person is hankering to get the water. That's why it says, in the same way, if you want to study and acquire knowledge, you need to endeavor like a crow, like in this example. Bakat dhana. Bakat means like a garsa, like how do you call this in English? That one, bakasu, you know what is the English name? That white bird carrying the babies. So that white bird that carries babies in the stories. Okay, anyway. So this kind of gasana is sadhana. So always or pelican. This kind of white bird, they eat fish, and they are standing in one leg, very completely look like they're in meditation. They're completely fixed, looking at the water. Looks like he doesn't want anything. Then the fish is doesn't mind about him, but then very quickly this bird catches the fish, and understand? So he meditates like that. It's look like a meditation, but actually he wants to attain his target of the fish. So another point, if you want to acquire knowledge, you should not eat too much and also not too less. If you eat too much, you feel lazy and also sleepiness. But if you eat less also, your body will be weak. Then you cannot do the bhajan. Alpahari, you have to eat less. Alpahari sunanidra. Grihatag is the fourth symptom if you want to acquire knowledge. What should you do? Grihatag means you should be a little bit far from your home. You should be far from your home means you should be far from the sense gratification. At least a little bit. You have to be far from too much sense gratification. Fifth one, sunanidra. Sunanidra means you should sleep like a dog. Should sleep like a dog. Have you seen crane? The name of the bird is crane. You see how the birds they sleep? The dogs they sleep. The dogs they have very light sleep. Anything happen, they already wake up and barking. Wow, wow, wow. So you should also have a light sleep. You should sleep you should only sleep whatever is favorable for your body. Not too much. If you sleep too much or too little, both will be unfavorable for your body. So both are unfavorable. So if you sleep too much, then this fat will come to your body if you sleep too much. You see those people who are very fat. I'm not telling about you, it's just saying. Snoring. Those who are very fat, they just eat. They sleep so much and also snoring. Chorbi means? Chorbi? To be this. Fat, okay. So those who sleep too much, they get too much fat. So you have to sleep whatever is favorable, and the exact amount which is favorable for your body. For your body, sorry. These are the 5 symptoms of someone who really wants to acquire knowledge. Should follow this. So in the same way, in the spiritual realm, if you want to do the bhajan, you should have utkanta and avish. You should have eagerness and absorption, how to attain to Lord. Vritasar Upakhyan explains. Vritasar, he made one prayer to Bhagavan. Here Aravindaksha means one name of Bhagavan is Aravindaksha. Aravinda means he has eyes like lotus. He Kamalanayana Bhagavan. This is my prayer I'm making to you. Just like it's like a baby bird. Just like the baby birds. Pakshi Sabat means baby bird. They stay in the nest. The mother bird went to search for food. And in this moment, when the baby bird is so the baby bird is feeling afraid to be alone, because he's afraid that another bird might come and like eat him or like just disturb him. And also he is feeling hungry, so he's waiting for his mother. So he's so much eagerness, the baby bird, and also doing this sound, ching 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 ching, like this. So I see. So in the same way, my mind is very eager to see Bhagavan, just like this. Another example Vritasura gave, just like the calf to drink the milk from his mother. The calf is very eager. They generally separate the calf from the mother cow. Just in the time, just only when the baby calf has to drink milk from the other of mom cow, that time they keep them together. Otherwise, always the calf is bound separate from mother. So the calf, que o bezerro fica separado da mãe o dia inteiro, só na hora de mamar que ele fica junto. So the calf is always eager to drink milk from his mother, to see his mother. So another example, just like beloved and beloved, they have so much eagerness to meet to each other. So this also shows Gopi Bhava. The gopis, they are in their houses doing their things, domestic affairs, but still they are always eager to meet with Govinda. Just like Mahaprabhu, he gave one example. Just like when two young persons know a boy, like a boy and a girl, like, how do you say, mosimos? A young boy and a young girl, they love to each other, for example, but nobody knows they love each other. Just like a woman, when she's doing her domestic affairs in such a good way that nobody knows that this wife, she loves another man. Nobody knows she loves another man. Mahaprabhu gave this example. Parabhasini Nari. Parabhyasi means a woman who loves another man, which is not her husband. This is called Parabhyasini. Parabhyasini Nari Vyagri. How does she do her domestic affairs, domestic duties very nicely, perfectly, and then nobody knows that she loves another man. Just like the gopis, they do their domestic duties. So no Brajabasi knows, not even a little bit they know about the love that the gopis feel for Krishna. We are listening now that Krishna did the Rasa Lila with gopis, and Krishna played flute, and gopis came to Bamshi Bhat, and they made the Rasa Lila and all. In time of manifested pastimes of Krishna, Prakat Lila, no Brajabasi knew nothing about this. Even after Krishna disappearing, when the Krishna Lila finished, Shukadeva Goswami Pada, then he told this katha to Parikshit Maharaj. But in time of manifested pastimes of Krishna, Prakat Lila, no Brajabasi knew. No one knew. Jatila Kutil, they inferred, like they concluded, like they imagined this was happening. That Shrimati Radhika loves Krishna. They thought also. But no one else. Only Jogamaya Purnamasi Devi. She knew.
दो चार ऐसे
Maybe 2 or 4
व्यक्ति को पता है,
persons
वो भी किसी के बताते
knew, but also they wouldn't tell anyone. Only keep in their hearts. They kept in their hearts.
कि कृष्ण की जो लीला जो हो रही है,
Because this Leela of Krishna in Braja, how is this Leela?
नरवत लीला।
It's like a human being pastimes. Just like a human being Leela.
यदि कोई ब्रजवासी के पता चले,
If some Brajavasi knew,
गोपियों के साथ
if some Brajavasi knew that Krishna was illegally meeting with the gopis,
ब्रजवासी कृष्ण की कुटाई
the
करेंगे,
Brajavasis would beat Krishna. Imagine he's illegally associating with ladies, huh?
महाभारत में दिखाया था कि गोपियों को भगवान कृष्ण जब रात रचाते तब गोपियां क्या करते हैं, बांसुरी की धुन में चली जाती थी और अपना घर का कार्य छोड़कर। हाँ, ये कथा कौन सुना है?
But who told this katha?
ये कथा जो सुना है तो
This katha who told?
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद परिकित महाराज ने सुना।
Shukadeva Goswami Pada told Parikit Maharaj. At that moment, nobody knew.
वो ब्रजवासी किसी को पता ही नहीं था।
No Brajavasi knew.
जैसे कृष्ण बंसी बजाया,
Just like Krishna plays the flute to the gopis.
सोचने लगे, जोगमाया भी ऐसे प्रकट करते
Also, Jogamaya also manifests like that. That
बहू जो है
the mother-in-law and father-in-law of the gopi think, oh, our gopi went to someone's house, some neighbor house to do something she had to do.
ये जोगमाया उसी प्रकार
Jogamaya arranges that.
आते होंगे,
They are coming back.
जैसे आपके बहन
Just like, for
किसी
example,
के घर में गई, किस लिए? कोई काम के लिए,
your
है?
sister went to someone's house and she's coming back.
ऐसे नहीं है जो चले, ये भावना
It's not, they didn't think like, oh, they left, they went. No, they thought, oh, they're coming back. She just went there to take something, coming back. Because Krishna's pastime is just like human being pastimes. Looks like human being. That's why nobody manifested asua, means nobody manifested envy or hatred towards Krishna. No one. Or jealousy or envy, or if imagine if your wife is going out with another man, how will it feel about you? Want to beat? Will beat whom? Anyway, you'll beat him, or I don't know her. He'll beat the society doesn't allow, of course. So, but Jogamaya arranged that no man, like no person in Braj, would have jealous or envy from Krishna. I cannot say too much, otherwise you not understand. Just do your bhajan slowly. But Vishwanath Chakravarti explains even more beautifully all of this. Dornitas see the gopis, like Radha and etc. They alone, like they automatically they can go to the Ras, but the sadhana see the gopis. Jogamaya manifests a pratimurti for them. Means Jogamaya kept in the house of the sadhanas and the gopis a form just like them, just like another form of these gopis in their house. So the mother-in-law and father-in-law, they were sleeping in the house of the sadhanas and the gopis. But who are they? Actually, it's a pratimurti, a form of the gopi manifested by Jogamaya, just like a doll. But the original sadhanas and the gopis, they went to meet with Krishna. So beautiful, looks like a doll. So no one. So nobody felt anything against Krishna, like envy or jealousy. So third kind of gopi, they didn't have so much ripened anuraga for Krishna. When they went outside the house to meet Krishna, their husbands or their mother-in-law, father-in-law were stopping them, asking, where did you go? And also locking the door. Families, in-laws bound her in the house, locked her.
वो जैसे पागल हो।
But sadhana siddha gopi doesn't have
ये नहीं
ripe
ये
and
पागल हो
anurag.
गया तो वो कृष्ण के साथ मिलने से नहीं जा रही है, ये उनके भावना नहीं। चाहे इसके जैसे किसके ऊपर भूत सवार हो गया,
So they were thinking, oh, maybe she's like crazy or like
घर से
maybe
बाहर जा गया दूर से रात।
possessed by ghosts or.
फिर उसको क्या करते, पकड़ करके घर में बंद कर देते।
So like locking the person inside the house. So the family would lock her in the house.
क्यों आप जो मैंने उनको वो समस्त गोपियों की जो है अधिक कृपा नहीं, क्यों?
Because these gopis didn't have this mercy to go to Rasa Leela yet. Why? Because they still
उनकी कृष्ण के प्रति अनुराग,
their anurag for Krishna was not yet ripened.
इसलिए जोग में वो समस्त गोपियों
That's why Jogamaya did not allow these gopis to meet with Krishna. Just understand this, but still there's so much more to explain, but still. So these gopis stayed inside their houses and they were hankering for Krishna, suffering in separation. And suffering separation in their inner hearts, they met Krishna. All this is very beautiful, all these conceptions. Our acharyas explain. What I want to say is, in time of Krishna Leela, when Krishna was manifesting this world, no Brajavasi knew about this meeting of Krishna and the gopis. Yeah, he spoke very nicely. So there are Nitya Siddha, Sadhana Siddha, many kinds of gopis are there. Munichari, Shrutichari, Risichari. Some gopis from Treta Yuga. Means in Treta Yuga they were chanting Gopal mantra in the Dandakaranya Rishi. They were rishis actually. And they saw Ramachandra and they felt stimulation for Krishna in their hearts. So these rishis started running behind Ramachandra. Because in their hearts, Gopi Baba manifests in their hearts. But externally, they were in the form of munis, form of male. But in their Atma Sharir, they were having the Gopi Sharir, Gopi body. They were so absorbed in the Bhav. Just by seeing Ramachandra, they felt stimulation of Krishna for Krishna. So they started running away behind Ramachandra, chasing him. That time Ramachandra, he knows everything and he told to the Muni Rishis, hey Muni Rishis, I understood the inner bhav of your heart. But in this Rama Leela, I cannot accept you guys. Why? At the time of marriage of Sita, I gave my word to Sita Devi. I only have one wife. I'll not marry any other person, and also I'll not love also any other woman besides Sita. That's why Ramachandra is called Marjada Purushottam. In the dynasty of Ramachandra, they prefer to die than to break their words or their vows. This is the tradition of Raghukul, dynasty of Raghu. They prefer to die than to break a promise. That's why Bhagavan Ramachandra, he told to these munis and rishis, be patient please, because when after the Yuga finishes, means after my Ramlila, I will take birth in Dvapara Yuga as like Krishna. I will manifest there as like Krishna. In Krishna Leela, you all, by my Jogamaya, you'll be able to be born in the house of the gopis. And then you get the gopi body. Now you have, externally you have a muni body, like a body of saint, of like a muni, muni. Internally you have gopi, but externally muni. But They already had the gopi body manifested inside, but externally they were munis.
भगवान रामचंद्र कहने लगे
So Ramachandra told to them,
मेरी योग माया के द्वारा
through my Yogamaya,
छूट जाएगी
this
सांप जैसे
external body will go just like the snake leaves her skin, you know.
स्किन को जैसे छोड़
Just
करके
like the
बाहर
snake leaves her skin and comes
ठीक
out.
उसी प्रकार
So in the
योग
same
माया
way,
के द्वारा
through my Yogamaya,
आप लोग ये तो शरीर को
you
छोड़
guys, you leave this body of rishis, munis, and
आपकी चिन्मय शुद्ध गोपी शरीर
you will get a transcendental gopi body,
गोपी गृह में जन्म
and you will be born in the house of gopis, and
राधा आदि
and get association of my Nitya Siddha gopis like Radha, Lita, Vishaka. And then after that,
कृष्ण लीला में रासलीला में आप लोग
you'll be able to
प्रवेश
enter my
और पावन
Rasa Lila. You get this eligibility.
जब तक नित्य सिद्ध के संग
Until you don't have this association of Nitya Siddha gopis,
नित्य सिद्ध की संग आदि के द्वारा
actually because of their association,
अनुराग
we will develop a very deep attachment for Krishna, Anuraga. And through this Anuraga, then we'll be able to meet Krishna. This is the Siddhanta.
लक्ष्मी देवी
Lakshmi Devi,
शरीर के द्वारा ही
she wanted to meet Krishna with her Lakshmi body of Lakshmi.
लक्ष्मी की क्यों प्राप्ति नहीं
Why Lakshmi Devi couldn't attain to Krishna? She did so much harder steps in Belvan,
एक ही कारण था
but just for one cause, she didn't attain to Krishna.
कृष्ण के साथ मिलना
She wanted to meet Krishna with her body Lakshmi body.
ये संभव है
It's not possible.
कृष्ण की एक विचार है
Krishna has one conception. Listen very carefully to this Siddhanta. Krishna himself, he said,
जाति
I am a Gopa
गोपी बिना
and I don't accept anyone except a Gopi. Krishna told this thing himself.
मैं कृष्ण कहते हैं
Krishna says,
मैं गोप जाति हूँ
I am a Gopajati. I have this conception, this identity of being a Gop. Ramachandra had which identity? Kshatriya Abhiman. He thought he was a warrior and a king.
और कृष्ण में क्या अभिमान है
But Krishna, what his conception? I am a Gopa Abhiman.
हमने नाते
I am a Gop and I never accept anyone besides a Gopi.
छोड़ करके
I don't accept
स्त्री को मैं शिकार
anyone who accepts a Gopi. Understand?
द्वारका में कृष्ण कौन का कौन सा
But Dwaraka, which is the identity of Krishna in Dwaraka? Kshatriya Abhiman.
क्षत्रिय अभिमान
Also Krishna in Dwaraka, he has another identity of Kshatriya Abhiman. He also thinks like his warrior and royal family. This is the Kshatriya Abhiman of Krishna in Dwaraka.
वहाँ पर उसके अभिमान रहते हैं
He has this Abhiman, this identity. I'm Vasudeva Nandana.
रजनी के अभिमान
But in Braja, he thinks, I'm Nanda Nandana. Do you understand? You have to understand this. Otherwise, your Siddhanta will be misconception. You will not understand. Understand?
इस समस्त सिद्धांत सुनना पड़ेगा ना
You have to listen all this Siddhanta. You have to listen. So Krishna says, I am a Gop. What is the identity of Krishna in Braj?
मैं गोप
I am a Gop.
I am the son of Nandana
I'm the son of Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Nandana. But in Dwaraka, in Mathura, he has which Abhiman? I'm Vasudeva Nandana. I'm the son of Vasudev Maharaj. Vasudeva Nandana. What is told is good. Okay, you caught it nicely. But what is the identity he had in Dwaraka or in Mathura? Krishna had which identity of Abhiman or Abhiman? Kshatriya Abhiman, identity of being a warrior or royal family. It's good. That's what Chaitanya Charitamrita explains. Krishna in Braja always has this Gopa Abhiman, identity of being a Gop. That's why you have to listen all this in Sadhu Sangha and also read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Maybe if you only read Bhagavatam, you cannot understand. That's why if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything will be clear. But Chaitanya Charitamrita are 3 books Gurudev says, no, not 3 books, 3 divisions. If we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, very good. So everybody thinks it's like Krishna from Vrindavan and from Mathura, Dwarka, one. But Krishna in Vraj has the identity of being son of Nanda Maharaj. And also Gopa Bhiman. Vaishya Jati, he's like a Vaishya cowherd boy. But in Dwarka and Mathura, Krishna has the identity of being a Kshatriya. And the son of Vasudev. Not only one conception, many. All these very subtle Siddhanta of the Gauriya line have to enter the Siddhanta. Even here is also explained that the Krishna of Vrindavana didn't go to Mathura, and the Krishna of Mathura didn't go to Dwarka. This is the Gauriya Siddhanta. When Akrura took Krishna and Balaram on the chariot, when he brought them from Nandagaon, the limits of Mathura and Vrindavan is called Akrur Ghat, the border. In that place, Nandana Krishna, the Krishna from Vrindavana, disappeared. And after crossing the border from Vrindavana to Mathura and came to Mathura, then Mathuradish Krishna sat on the chariot. Akrura was thinking it was the same Krishna, but actually not. This is the Siddhanta. Because Bhagavan has 3 dhamas. One is Dwaraka, Mathura, and Vrindavan. The Krishna from Vrindavana is always in Vrindavana. That's why the shloka says, Krishna says, I don't give one step out of Vrindavana. I don't go anywhere other than Vrindavan. So Vrindavana Krishna is always in Vrindavana. The Krishna from Mathura always in Mathura. And the Dwaraka Krishna is always in Dwaraka. 3 dhamas of Lord. So normal people cannot understand Yogamaya ranges. Although in the Srimad Bhagavatam the Prakat Leela shows Krishna is coming here, then there, then there. It's called Gamana Gamana, means Krishna is like going here and there in Srimad Bhagavatam. But actually Yogamaya arranges this going and coming. Actually the Krishna from Vrindavana always stays in Vrindavan. People think, Akrura took Krishna and took him to Mathura. But our acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti and Rupa Goswami, these great realized acharyas, they explain all these subtle siddhanta. They explain to us, they show all this. In Vrindavan there is Nandana Krishna. In Mathura, Gurudev says, in Mathura, there is some Vatsala rasa. There is Vatsala rasa with opulent mood in Mathura, but in Dwaraka, the Aishwarya is more prominent. In Mathura and Dwaraka, what is the identity? Both in Dwaraka and Mathura, Krishna has Kshatriya Abhiman. But in Vrindavan, Krishna only has one Abhiman. Which one? Being a gop, cowherd boy. That's why Krishna says, I'm Gop Jati, I am a cowherd boy. Krishna says, Ami Gopi Jati. So I don't accept any other woman except for a gopi. So I don't accept any other person, only a gopi I accept, Krishna says. That's why
स्वरूप प्राप्त करने पर ही
the gopis,
नित्य सिद्धा गोपियों की यदि
even after attaining the form of a gopi, even after you being born as a gopi, if you don't take the association of Nitya Siddha gopis,
कृष्ण के प्रति प्रगाढ़
and with this association, if you don't develop the deep anuraga, attachment for Krishna, Jogamaya will not give you the mercy to meet with Krishna. These are all the conceptions, the vichara. That's why in the Lila of Bhagavan Ramachandra we can see when Bhagavan Ramachandra entered Janakpuri for marriage, for the wedding, after seeing the beautiful form of Ramachandra, all the ladies of Janakpuri, they became attracted by Lord Ramachandra, and they wanted in their mind, they manifested the desire to marry also to Ramachandra. I want him to be my husband. They were thinking in their mind. They didn't show, but they were thinking so much in their minds, all of them. But Bhagavan Ramachandra, he knows everything. So he told to these ladies from Janakpuri, my darshan is infallible. Like, of course you get the fruit. So in Krishna Lila, I will fulfill all your desires. Then all these ladies from Janakpuri, these virgins from Janakpuri, like this young girls, by the mercy of Bhagavan Ramachandra, they took birth where? In Braj, in the house of the gopis. Not only that, when Bhagavan Ramachandra was doing the fire sacrifice with the statue of golden deity of Sita Devi, all these golden statues, each year there was a different statue, no? All they prayed to Ramachandra, please accept us. But Bhagavan Ramachandra said, okay. In Krishna Lila, all of you will manifest form of gopi. So all these golden statues of Sita, they were born in Braj and got body of gopi. All these very subtle conceptions. Ramachandra has such a mercy. What can I explain? If you really think about it and analyze deeply, you see that for a sadhak, the mercy of Ramachandra is completely necessary, completely important. Generally, we put Ramachandra aside. We are devotees of Krishna. You're not even a devotee yet, but you think you're a devotee of Krishna. But actually, if you see, for a sadhak, not for a siddha, for a sadhaka, the mercy of Ramachandra is necessary to us. With the mercy of Ramachandra, you see how many people attain the Gopi Bhava by his mercy. And they got the eligibility to enter Ras Leela. So many kinds of gopis, sadhana siddha, nitya siddha, srutichari, munichari. There are many kinds of gopis.
यानी जो जनकपुर में स्त्रियां थी उन्होंने साधन सिद्ध थी, उन्होंने इच्छा की
devotee asked, the Janakpuri girls, they were sadhana siddha? Gurudev said many kinds. How otherwise how would they become attracted by seeing Ramachandra? Entendi muito bem a resposta. So those munis who were chanting the Gopal mantra for many years, no? By chanting the Gopal mantra, whatever form you have from your soul will manifest in your heart by chanting Gopal mantra. So Munichari, Shrutichari, another kind of gopi, is what is this? The Shrutis, some Upanishads like Gopalta Upanishad, they made those stairs for thousands of years. Then Bhagavan gave some blessing to this Gopalta Upanishad.
आप लोग जन्म ग्रहण
Okay, you can take birth in Braj.
श्रुतियाँ
So that's why Shrutiya, like Shrutikchari, some Shruti, some Vedas personified, they were born as gopis. Alguns, por exemplo, o Gopal Tapani Upanishad, some specific, some Upanishads and like this. So, without the mercy of Ramachandra, it's very rare to attain to Gopi Bhav. That's why you have to pray to Ramachandra. That we never dishonor to him. Understand? So why I'm saying this? The soul has a form but is very like subtle. Just like inside of a seed. The roots, the leaves, everything is there. So in the same way, inside the soul, all this is inside. Just by sadhu sangha, this slowly will manifest, will develop. Like manifest. Nothing else. Like whatever you have already, these will manifest, will develop. Just like Priti Sandarbha explained, 5 kinds of seeds. If you plant 5 kinds of different seeds on the banks of the Ganga, like you put a seed of Karela, you plant a seed of Karela, you Ganga Jal, and you water these seeds with Ganga water. And also, you planted a mango seed, and also you watered with Ganga Jal. So you water all the seeds with same water of Ganges, and the earth is same, right? Is the Ganga bank of Ganga. But the potency of each seed, from the seed of mango, a mango plant will come, and later you get the mango fruit. From a seed of mango, you cannot get Karela. Bitter melon. And you plant the Karela, bitter melon, and you cannot also get the mango fruit from a Karela plant. So in the same way, the time that Jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, by the desire of Bhagavan, you already have one potency with you. Rasa Jukta potency means a potency with rasa specific. Dasya Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya rasa. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains.
जिसमें जो मिठाई कभी कोई खाई नहीं तो उसके बारे में कैसे मतलब उसका स्वाद के बारे में कैसे कहेगा वो मिठाई मेरे को चाहिए इसमें तो आप देखो ये अपराधिक वस्तु
You can see all this is transcendental.
वो संत महात्मा
So the saints,
आपको अनुभव कराएंगे
they will make you have the realization. They will make you realize.
अनुभव कराएंगे ये भजन करते करते
by doing bhajan slowly,
गुरु और कृष्ण के कृपा
by the mercy of Guru and Krishna,
वो आपकी
you'll be able to relish the rasa.
ये अपराधिक वस्तु
Because all this is transcendental.
अपराधिक वस्तु भगवान की कृपा से अपने हृदय में
The transcendental things
अनुभव करें
you'll feel in your heart by the mercy of Bhagavan.
क्योंकि हर उदाहरण हर
Because
प्राकृतिक उदाहरण जड़ उदाहरण
if you give some material example,
आप समझ नहीं पाओगे
you cannot actually understand with material examples.
तो यहाँ पर ये कहने की मेरा यह
So here I want to say the following, that Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Javadharma he wrote that Jiva has a svarupa,
उसका प्रेम सात्विक गुण
has a form.
श्रवणादि शुद्ध चित्ते कर्म हृदय आपके पास है
You already have your form with you.
इसको उसको क्या करना है
Just need to,
श्रवण आदि के द्वारा
by listening and other practice,
श्रवण करते
listening Harikatha slowly,
एक लोभ उत्पन्न
a lobha will manifest in your heart, a greed.
यदि आपके आत्मा में
If in your heart in your soul. You have Dasya Rasa in your soul. By listening Dasya Rasa Katha, that bhava will come. When your heart is pure, if you have Madhurya Rasa in your soul, by listening to Madhurya Rasa Katha, a lobha will manifest. This is like, for example, you listen Dam Bandhan Lila Katha, how Mother Jashoda, she, with a small rope bound Bal Gopal, baby Gopal to a grinding mortar. Brahma, Shiva and Lakshmi, they didn't even get this like opportunity to bind Krishna, but now how Mother Jashoda was able to bind Krishna. So how Swami Bhagavan accepted this bondage? He's inside, he's outside everything. How possible he be bounded? He's Paramatma. Paramatma is inside the rope, outside the rope. So Mother Jashoda, how did she bind Bal Gopal? How? With her Vatsalya Rasa, Mother Jashoda, she was able to bind Bal Gopal. Someone can really bind Bhagavan, but Mother Jashoda bind him. She bind him. So Bandhani, but also this another sloka explains, just like by seeing the efforts, hard efforts of Mother Jashoda, Swayam Bhagavan, he accepted the bondage. This is only for the normal people to understand. But for the Rasik Mahatmas, Rasik soul, great souls, they see how Mother Jashoda, how did she bind Bal Gopal? With her Vatsalya Rasa rope, the rope of Vatsalya Rasa. If you listen this katha, many other kathas of Vatsalya Rasa, if you listen to this, what will happen in your heart? You have the lalsa, means the eagerness to attain to this bhav. I also want to serve Krishna like this. Then, under the guidance of Mother Jashoda, you have this eagerness to serve Krishna under the guidance of Mother Jashoda. So this Anugatamai Siva, service under the guidance of Mother Jashoda, you'll have this desire to serve Bal Gopal. In your heart you have Vatsalya Rasa. But by listening all this katha again and again, these will arise, manifest in your heart. For example, if you have Madhurya Rasa in your heart, if you listen to the Harikatha of the Gopis again and again, you also, this eagerness to attain this bhav will manifest in your heart. When this will happen? The more your heart is free from anarthas. This will not happen in stage that you have anarthas. Why you have anarthas? No. This lobha, greed, when actually this will come, this greed? When you're free from anarthas. The more the anarthas go from your heart, more you will be eager to attain the service of Krishna. By the Sukriti accumulated in billions of births, it's not possible to attain Vraja Prema with that. You can even get maybe through Sukriti you can get Sadhusanga and get Vaikuntha Bhakti, Vaidhi Bhakti, Vaikuntha Bhakti. But to get Vraj, this sloka explains.
सैकड़ों जन्म की सुकृति के
Even with
द्वारा
the sukriti of billions of births, you cannot get Braja Prem.
प्राप्ति के लिए उपाय क्या बता रहे हैं?
How to get?
लोभ रूपी पूंजी।
With this price of this eagerness.
हैं? उस लोभ रूपी मूल्य आप किसको दो?
Like you have to pay with your greed. To whom? Give this to the saints, this greed. How is this saints? The saints, his heart is always immersed in Braja Prem. Braj Katha. His heart is like a rasagula, completely immersed in Braja Prem. There's like a rasagula. In each particle of the rasagula, there is this water, the sugar water. You can lift the rasagula, the water will always be dripping. So if you find a saint like this in your life, have his association and try to get his mood. Ramanan says this sloka. So attain Braja Prema, what is the way? And then to get the Radha Dasyam. How to get the Radha Dasyam? Servant of Srimati Radhika is even more rare. It's rarer even this. To get that's a Sakavatsala in Braja you can get, okay. But to get Gopi Bhav, Madhurya Gopi Bhav is even more rare. Very rare, so durlabh. So what to do for that? You have to follow 3 rules. How many? 3 rules. What are the 3 rules? Tell me. Anarada Radha Padam Bhujarin. Anarada Radha
Padam Bhujarin. Anasita Vinda Atavi Tatpadanka. Asambhasa Tadbhava Gambhira Chittan. Kutasam Sindhu Rasasavaka.
This shloka is so beautiful, composed by Srila Raghunatha Das Goswami. You should memorize this shloka and you feel bliss by chanting holy names. While chanting holy names, speak this shloka and you'll not have desire to give up, like to stop chanting, and you feel so much bliss in your heart.
Gambhira Chittan Kutasam Sindhu Rasasavaka.
This shloka is so beautiful. Memorize this shloka. Read this shloka. This is bhajan and sadhana. Okay, chant less holy names, no problem. But in this first stage, you have to memorize some shlokas. If you cannot even memorize the shloka, at least remember the meaning of the shloka while chanting holy names. Rupa Goswami, he wrote, what the essence of the Upadeshamrita? How can we chant the sweet names of Krishna and remember his beautiful pastimes and like this? Engage your tongue and your mind. Absorb your mind and your tongue in chanting and remembering. Always stay in Braj. So these devotees who have anuraga, this mood of Raj, try to get their mood and follow to them. Do like that in your heart, this bhav will manifest. This bhav you already have, this will manifest. If you say, well, I already have, so this will manifest. No, but there's a way. For example, you went to the market and bought some seeds, but you kept these seeds in your pocket. You didn't plant the seed in the earth. Do you think this seed will sprout? Or maybe you put the seed in the earth, but you didn't water the seed. Do you think also the seed will sprout? I know, but I have, and this will manifest. No. There's a way of there's a process. You have to put the seed under the earth and water it, and then it will sprout, and then in the four sides you have to put some fence to protect. Otherwise maybe some animals, some birds, some animal can come. Maybe also spiders will come. You have to protect the plant. You have to take care of your plant. And then slowly becomes a plant, a great plant like this. Some people say, I already have Mathura in my heart. So this will manifest. You cannot say like this. It's not like that. If I do sound imagine or not, I will attain. God gave you beautiful hands. You eat with your hands, right? No.
One who is thinking,
if it's in my destiny, then the food will automatically come to my mouth. You think se estiver no meu destino, a comida vai cair dentro da minha boca. But God gave you hands to put the food inside your mouth. The plate of food is in front of you. All the kinds of food, delicious food is in front of you. The plate of food came to you with all different kinds of food, tasty foods. You have to at least put your hand and take the food and put inside your mouth, But you say, no. If it's in my destiny, all the food will come to my mouth. You don't need to endeavor. You have to do your effort. God gave you a beautiful hand. With this hand, you take and put the food in your mouth. So that goes inside you. That's why I said. To attain Radha Das, and you have to follow 3 rules. The sloka explains. First, you have to have Radhaika Nishtha. You have to have one pointed Nishtha in Srimati Radha. Which Nishtha? Srimati Radhika is my Swamini, my mistress, and I am her maidservant. Life after life, I want to be born in Vrindavan. I want to live in Vrindavan. You have to have this bhav. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in his song. If you think you are the maidservant of Srimati Radhika, very quickly you attain Gokul. Kan means Krishna, the deer of Gokul. I have only one rope, to be the servant of Srimati Radhika. I only have this asha, this hope. How to become the maidservant of daughter of Vishwabhanu Maharaj. Oh, this is very beautiful. These songs and these poems. So you have to live in Braj. This sloka? This verse, now he composed this. You have to live in Braj. It's not possible with your body. With your mind, you certainly need to live in Braj. Well, these beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna happen, but not all the places in Vrindavan. Not in the place of Chandravali. This is also inside Vraj. Third, what is it you have to do with your rule to attain Radha Dasyam? You have to get the association of a devotee who has Mathura Rasa. What is meaning Sangha? You have to listen Harikatha from his lotus mouth. He's saying, Maharaj, but you're always traveling Western countries, so how to get your association? Gurudev says, just listen and you'll feel the bliss. Okay, you got the Radha Dasyam. But how to get Manjari Bhav? It's even more rare. It's not so easy. This is very rare. Manjari Bhav. That's why Raghunath Das Goswami, he's saying, under the guidance of Rupa Manjari, how to attain this service under the guidance of Rupa Manjari. This shloka shows how is the highest attainment of Manjari Bhav. I'll not tell now about this. Very beautiful. Maybe you get Radha Dasyam, but Manjari Bhav. Radha Dasyam, but not Manjari Bhav. Mathura Rasa or Radha Dasyam?
Manjari.
You said maybe you attain Radha Dasyam, but Manjari Bhav is very rare. Radha Dasyam and Manjari Bhav.
More than Radha Dasyam.
Every let's say Srimadika, they are not Manjari, but every Manjari they are.
Not all the maid servants of Shrimati Radhika have Manjari Bhav or Manjari, but all Manjaris they are servants of Shrimati Radhika. This Manjari Bhav is very rare. There are 5 kinds of Sakis from Shrimati Radhika. Saki Prana Saki, Priya Saki, Preshta Saki, Prana Preshta Saki. The Nitya Saki and the Prana Saki. Nitya Saki. So the 1 and 3rd. The Nitya Saki and Prana Saki. They have Manjari Bhav. They have Bhavula Sarati. Many kinds of conceptions. If I tell too much, cannot understand. But if you listen, then one day, yes. Do you have? Are you qualified or not? Don't think about that, but just listen and again. The fruit of listening is that this Bhav will manifest in your hearts. If you say, but I don't have the adhikar, realization. Sorry, the eligibility. That was the Prema Kalaha, the loving quarrel between Srila Trivikram Maharaj and Gurudev Shanarayan Maharaj. Trivikram Maharaj used to say, I'm not qualified, we are not qualified. But then Gurudev used to tell him, are you chanting Harinam or not? Harinames. Trivikram Maharaj used to say, why are you speaking about Gopi? Gopi is so high class katha. We are not qualified. They used to quarrel, loving quarrel. Then Srila Gurudev Shanarayan Goswami Maharaj used to say, are you qualified for chanting holy names? Tell me. Who is qualified for chanting Harinam? Those who are Trinanda Pisunichana. This is the way of chanting, really, no? You have to be more humble than blade of grass, tolerant a tree, as like a tree. So why you chant? Stop chanting. If you're not qualified for chanting, stop. So if you're not qualified for chanting, give up chanting and start chanting Aham Brahmasmi. I am a Brahma. I am Brahma. If you say like that, they used to so much have loving quarrels. Gurudev and Srila Trivikram Maharaj. Satyavika Maharaj used to know everything, but he wanted to listen from the lotus mouth of Gurudeva. He wanted to listen to Raskatha from lotus mouth of Gurudev. That's why he was doing this. Have you seen a date tree? You know the dates. Have you seen a date tree? If you cut like the trunk of the tree of date, comes this gur, like a malice. Every day you have to cut a little bit. Chilna means to hashpa, like doing like this. But every day you have to do that. The date tree, tamara, has some ras in the trunk, not tronkudana. And every day you have to little bit cut, and then ras will come, some liquid, and they made some malice, some this sugar thing with this from this date tree. So that's why I have to little bit like give some pressure to the saints. Then they will say all these rasic things. Understand? So look like Satyavika Maharaj didn't know, and Satyavika Maharaj was like pinching Param Gurudev, Shalanarayan Goswami Maharaj, sorry. So what that? Samudragar. This time we didn't go to Samudragar. But just like when you go to Samudragar. Samudragar. Satyavika Goswami Maharaj and Shila Gurudev. They did so much loving quarrel there about Bhima Sen and Samudra Sen. They used to discuss this. Later we can explain more. So Satyavika Maharaj used to like to pinch like this. The room which I stay, in the time of Rajamananda Parikrama, Satyavika Maharaj used to stay in this room. So when we were going to do pranam, he used to say, "Your Maharaj is only speaking Gopi Gopi." Mahaprabhu wouldn't even listen name of ladies. There's a sloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita that says that just by listening the name of ladies, Mahaprabhu used to like hesitate, like not like a shrunk, like you know. One time Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, and the devotees came, and the mother of someone came, and somebody told the name of this lady, and Mahaprabhu was like shrinking, like this, like not liking. So Satyavika Maharaj said, "Your Maharaj is only speaking Gopi Gopi. Why he is always speaking name of Gopis?" Then Shri Gurudev told. One time, one lady was singing Gita Govinda. Mahaprabhu, he was running towards her. Do you know this katha or not? He used to say, Shri Narayan Maharaj. Then both started laughing after. Actually, they are manifesting these beautiful bhavas. So we're not qualified. Satyavika Maharaj said, "Okay, so don't listen. Do you chant your names or not? Are you qualified for chanting then? So why do you chant holy names? Stop chanting." Because the qualification for chant is to be another person chant.
है दोनों में ऐसी प्रेम कलह होता है
So both of them, they're making this loving quarrel.
हैं?
Do you have humility?
आप नाम करें सुन
But so stop chanting holy names like this.
हमारे गुरुदेव और भक्तिनाथ शिवाभूषण महाराज जी के बीच में कोई संबंध जैसे आप बता रहे हो महाराज जी की जो है कि इस तरीके से बात हुआ करती थी तो भक्तिनाथ शिवाभूषण महाराज जी की और महाराज जी के बीच में कोई इस तरह की वार्तालाप होती थी हमारे गुरुदेव जब
His-
धीर और गंभीर
My Gurudev Shlavaman Maharaj, he was very deep and serious
और उन्होंने सदा सर्वदा
and also calm.
सम्मान दिखी
He always used to give honor and respect to Shlanarayan Maharaj.
मैंने ये पर देखा
I've seen that
जब गुरुदेव
when Gurudev
त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज और बामन गोस्वामी
he was there and Srila Trivikram Maharaj, also Srila Vamana Maharaj, three were there.
उन्होंने हरि कथा
Srila Vamana Maharaj would speak only a little bit, like 2 words, and then give to Shlanarayan Maharaj.
गोस्वामी महाराज नाम गोस्वामी जो प्रेम कलह
And then the Srila Trivikram Maharaj and Narayan Maharaj were having the loving quarrel. Srila Trivikram Maharaj used to establish that Krishna was topmost, and Srila Narayan Maharaj used to establish Srimati Radhika was topmost. Then they were quarreling. And in the end, the conclusion,
है बामन गोस्वामी
Srila Vamana Maharaj would give the conclusion after.
और बामन गोस्वामी महाराज जो देते थे वो सब क्या होता था नारायण महाराज जी के पक्ष में चला जाता था
Sorry, who went to Paksha of Narayan Maharaj? So after Srila Vamana Maharaj gave the decision, they conclude that everybody is coming to the side of Srila Narayan Maharaj.
यदि विलास कलास कुतूहलम मधुर कोमलपन मधुर कोमलकम पदावली श्री पदा जयदेव सरस्वती ईश्वर हमारे गुरुदेव बामन गोस्वामी
This shloka, my Gurudev Srila Vamana Maharaj used to speak about this introduction shloka of Gita Govinda.
यदि विलास
Introduction.
कलास कुतूहलम मधुर कोमलकम कंत पदावली श्री पदा जयदेव सरस्वती यदि किसके हृदय में
If
राधा गोविंद की अत्यंत भारतीय प्रेम माधुर्य रस कथा को
you want to relish this topmost mellows of conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, you have this desire in your heart, you have to study or read the Gita Govinda.
यदि हरि इसका यदि हरि स्मरण सरस अनुमान यदि विदास कला मधुर कोमल काम पदावली विष्णु सदा जयदेव सरस्वती उन्होंने जो बोलते थे बामन गोस्वामी को बहुत सूक्ष्म रूप में
When Srila Vamana Maharaj used to speak, he used to speak very little and also very, he said he will not speak in Hindi, right?
हिंदी बोलते थे
He used to speak Hindi, yes,
सबके सामने
but not to everyone, not in front of everyone.
हम भी देखा हिंदी
I've seen.
स्पष्ट हिंदी बोलते
He used to speak a perfect Hindi and perfect English actually, but not in front of everyone. Yes, he knew English,
सामने ही बोलते
but not in front of everyone. He was very humble.
स्वभाव
His nature was to be humble always.
जैसे हमारे बामन गोस्वामी जी जैसे वो जाते थे
It's like when he used to go to
उनके कुछ शिष्य आदि शिष्य
Siliguri. He had some disciples there in the one place, near Assam. So there people speak Hindi. So he used to go to this devotee's house there and speak Hindi.
यहाँ पर आए हिंदी नहीं बोलते
But here he will not speak Hindi, here in Mathura.
शर्माते
He was ashamed, like a little bit ashamed to speak Hindi here.
इंग्लिश बोलते थे
He used to speak English if somebody would come like special like this, but otherwise not.
सबके सामने नहीं बोलते
Not in front of everyone.
बांग्ला बोलता है
Only Bengali.
उनकी जो स्वभाव जो है अत्यंत धीर धीर
His nature is to be very humble,
और
like feeling fallen like this.
ऐसे सम्मान देते थे
He used to give so much honor to everyone,
श्रेष्ठ होते हुए पर भी,
even though he was the topmost.
है, जितने उनके गुरु भाई हैं,
All his god brothers,
बामन गोस्वामी सर्वश्रेष्ठ रहते
He was like topmost between all the good brothers. He took Harinam from Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada gave him Harinam, so he was there since time of Prabhupada. After 1 year, Prabhupada disappeared. And then he took Diksha Mantra from Srila Vinod Bihari Brahmachari. And also took sannyas after from Bhakti Pragyani Keshava Maharaj. So after 16 years that he was already in the temple, Srila Vamana Maharaj, then Srila Narayana Maharaj came to temple. So like he was 16 years senior, let's say like this, like older in the temple than Srila Narayana Maharaj. But still, he used to give so much honor to Srila Narayana Maharaj. I've seen. When Srila Gurudev Srila Narayana Maharaj used to come from Mathura to do parikrama and Devananda Gauriya Mata, just by seeing Srila Narayana Maharaj, he did Sastanga Pranam on the floor. He had so much honor to Gurudev. If someone spoke a little bit, some allegation or something a little bit against Srila Narayana Maharaj or something, just something, he used to like give up that person, clean the temple, and kick out this person from the temple now. One time, one brahmachari, he said something, some letter or something he said about Srila Narayana Maharaj, Srila Gurudev Srila Vamana Maharaj. Vana Maharaj said, take him from temple now and clean all the temple. Wash the temple now because that person is a Vaishnava Paradi. I don't need a disciple like this. I don't need a disciple like this. Then this person, this devotee came back and crying to the feet of Gurudev Srila Vamana Maharaj. Srila Vamana Maharaj told, why you didn't make offense to my feet? You have to go to the feet of that person you offended. And not only ask for forgiveness, I want a letter from him, from Srila Narayana Maharaj, a letter that he forgave you. So this devotee came running from Navdeep to here, you see, and he came crying to Srila Narayana Maharaj, but Gurudev Srila Narayana Maharaj is mercy, embodiment of mercy, so he forgave this devotee and made the letter. Srila Vamana Maharaj said, I want a letter from Srila Narayana Maharaj that he forgave you. And Srila Gurudev Srila Narayana Maharaj, he wrote, okay, I forgive you from your offense. Then Srila Vamana Maharaj accepted him in the temple again. If somebody said something a little bit strange or uma coisa torta, something a little bit from Srila Narayana Maharaj, Srila Vamana Maharaj wouldn't tolerate. So in Brajavandala Parikrama, sorry. Sometimes Srila Vamana Maharaj used to speak, sometimes not, in Brajavandala Parikrama. But all the disciples were here, imagine. So Srila Trivikram Maharaj used to speak first, and then Srila Narayana Maharaj and Srila Vamana Maharaj. No, sorry, wait. So all the disciples, they want to listen from the lotus mouth of the Guru, right? Imagine 10,000 people, they came. They want to listen from Srila Vamana Maharaj. They are eager, all the Bengalis, because he was the Guru, no? Srila Vamana Maharaj. When will he speak? Sometimes he used to speak Harikatha, sometimes not. First he gave to Srila Trivikram Maharaj to speak, and then to Srila Narayana Maharaj. Then in the end, he used to speak something. He's asking, did he have Western disciples? Srila Vamana Maharaj? Maybe he gave Harinam to one Westerner. You know Ananga Mohan Prabhu? From UK. No, not to him, his wife Lalita, the wife of Ananga Mahaprabhu, and son and daughter, they took from Srila Vana Maharaj. But Ananga Mahaprabhu he took later from Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Dikshan Harinam. Understand? Not so many, or also maybe one. That African, very tall African devotee, Jagannath. He took sannyas from whom? Took sannyas from whom? Madhava. Huh? He took sannyas from Srila Padmanabha Maharaj. Maybe he took sannyas, I think, from Srila Padmanabha Maharaj. I'm not sure now. He used to say, Western people, they come here, don't need to go Western countries. At that time, Maharaj, you come, please let's go here and there. He said, no, you Western, you come. He used to say, you have to come. Shivamana Maharaj said, Shivamana Maharaj said this, I'm not going Western, you come, Western people come here. He used to say, whatever Srila Maharaj is giving is okay, very nice to do. Give so much honor to Srila Maharaj. He was very humble. Quando for try 5, gente. He was the embodiment of humility. The 2-3 years, last 3 years of his life, he was always thinking about Srimati Radhika and crying. He wouldn't speak with anyone. When Sri Narayana Maharaj used to come only, then he used to speak a little bit with him. Otherwise, not speak with anyone. Always speaking Ha Vrishabhanu Nandini. Just like we listen about Madhavendra Puripad. And also, Sravamana Maharaj was always chanting Harinam. I've seen. When he used to sleep, his tongue automatically also naturally would chant Harinam when he was sleeping. And you can see he was always chanting his names. Even if he had no japamala, automatically his fingers were like this, like japamala. If somebody said, Gurudev, give me mercy, he used to say, Hare Krishna. Everyone chant holy names. In the end, only sound coming from his mouth was Harinam in the end of his life. Of his leelas, Because the Harinam is the essence of everything. Everything you study from Shastra, whatever you do. What is only 2 syllables are the essence, not 3 syllables. Hare Krishna. There's nothing except Harinam. Chauda Bhuvanana. Chauda Bhuvanana. Yes. Yes. Temos quem? O Diloaruna. Tem aqui? O Diloaruna? Tem. Busca aí o último lugar. Penúltimo. Whatever you do, Harinam is the essence. Even if you study so much in time of life, you cannot speak one shlok. Only Harinam. That's why the shloka says. Tulsidas says this or no? Who is saying this? Bali.
वाणी पे ही प्रार्थना है।
Nama bino kichu nahi ko ar chauda bhuva namaj.
नाम बिना पीछू नहीं को आर छोड़ तो बुद्धो को बोलना है। नाम छोड़ के
There's nothing else except Harinam. In the end, is only
हम
Harinam.
लोग जो कुछ भी श्रवण करते
Wherever we listen, whatever sadhana we do,
ये साधन की मूल है क्या? शरीर छोड़ने के बाद
the essence of all this sadhana is when you give up your body, you chant Harinam.
नाम ही सच्चा भगवत है।
This holy name is directly
नाम
the Bhagavat Swarup.
बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय जय श्री राम। नाम शास्त्र अध्ययन करो इसलिए
We study Shastra so that your mind will be fixed.
शास्त्र ज्ञान नहीं
Because if you don't study Shastra, your mind will be wandering.
इसलिए शास्त्र सिद्धांत
That's why you have to enter Shastra Siddhant.
सिद्धांत बोलिए जितने नाम रस चाहे कृष्ण लागे
Don't be lazy. Do you know this shloka?
सिद्धांत बोलिए
You should learn this shloka also. Siddhanta Bolya Chitina Korovalas.
कृष्ण लागे सुंदर।
Don't be lazy to enter Tata Siddhanta.
सिद्धांत प्रवेश में आप आलस्य मत करो।
Don't be lazy to enter Tata Siddhanta.
भागवत के श्लोक इसलिए कुछ पढ़ते हैं
You study the shlokas of Gita and the Bhagavatam
सिद्धांत करें
so that your mind will be fixed on Krishna.
बोलिए लइते ना करो अलग बड़ा
Siddhanta Bolya Chitina Korovalas, Jahoite Krishna Lage Sudirda Manas.
हाँ और
Have
सिद्धांत
to.
बोले चित्ते लइते ना करो और चाहे कृष्ण लागे सुंदर।
No, memorize this shloka, no? Everyone. So,
नाम करने से तो आएगा क्योंकि अपनी चित्त पे स्थित है।
everything will come by chanting, but you have to fix your mind.
वृंदावन कृष्ण
Like, for example, 3 kinds of Krishna we are speaking.
राधे कृष्ण
Krishna from Vrindavan, Krishna from Mathura, Krishna from Dwarka.
वृंदावन कृष्ण में क्या अभिमान है?
The Krishna from Vrindavan, he thinks I am a goop,
मथुरा द्वारका
cowherd.
कृष्ण के
The
क्या
Krishna
अभिमान
from
है?
Mathura and Dwarka, he has Kshatriya Bhiman.
सत्र में तो उससे बोलो वृंदावन ये भी मैं कह दूँ ना
So you have to study Shastra, read Shastra, read. First read the shlokas of Upadeshamrita, then Shiksha, Shikshastra. You have to memorize these 3 books and learn these books, then step by step continue. First you have to read the shlokas of Upadeshamrita, like memorize and learn. Then Manashiksha, Raghunath Das Goswami,
और तीसरे
and third
शिक्षास्त्र
Shikshastra. So study these 3 books, then come to Gita. Every day read 7 slokas. 1 sloka from Upadeshamrita, 1 from Manashiksha, and 1 from Shikshastra, and so 1 from Gita.
गुरुदेव ऐसे पढ़ाते थे हम
Gurudev used to teach us like this. Not like
गीता खत्म हो जाए
first you complete the Upadeshamrita, then first all Manashiksha,
दो साल के बाद
then there are so many slokas in Bhagavad Gita, like 700, and otherwise you'll not be able to, only after so many years you'll be able to read all that. So that's why you have to, same time, 1 Upadeshamrita, 1 Manashiksha, 1 Shikshastra, and also 1 of the Gita. Slowly you read together. So per day at least memorize 4 shlokas. You can chant less holy names. Only 16 rounds, okay, no problem. You can chant 16 rounds, no problem. But you have to learn 4 shlokas. Yeah. like one from Padishamta, Manashiksha Shikshastra, and one Gita. Everybody's asked this 25 slokas of Gita, maybe 5 different persons ask me. There's these days, like why Gurudev is not saying many times, long time he's already mentioning this point.
First, read every day. So, Padishamta.
So,
Padishamta, Manashiksha Shikshastra. Good. Krishna hi te joto Brahma hi te